call to order this meeting of the Select Board on July 8th, 2024 at 5 p.m. This meeting is being held remotely as an alternate means of public access pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023 and all other applicable laws, temporarily amending certain provisions of the open meeting law. You are hereby advised that this meeting and all communications during this meeting may be recorded by the town of Hingham in accordance with the open meeting law. If any participant wishes to record this meeting, please notify the chair at the start of the meeting in accordance with Mass General Laws, Chapter 38, Section 20F, so that the chair may inform all other participants of said recording. Is there anyone recording? Seeing none, we move to the first order of business, which is discussion of fiscal year 25 plans for the opioid settlement funds. We had a discussion in our prior meeting, and before I call on Susan, Tom, do you just want to give us an update on where we are? Because I do see Susan and Liz there that we'll want to talk to as well.
Sure, I can jump in. So there's been some back and forth with the provider to clarify language of the expectations that I heard from the board. Art is here now. He's been having conversations with John Coughlin and myself and the vendor during the course of the day. John has written up clarifying language to make sure that there's no ambiguity about the 20% and how that would work. Art, is there anything I didn't cover properly?
I think that's a great summary. Joe, if you want, I can give just a little bit more context on this.
Sure, but let me just, Art, before you proceed, so first, if you could be visible so we could see you.
Oh, sorry.
And there we go. Great. And second, so as I understand it, one of the questions raised was whether the fee was at 20% of the total or paid as work was done. So to the extent, I mean, I've looked at the contract that the prior version that we've seen, and I thought it was pretty clear that it was 20% of the total as the contract was written. And so I think we're changing that so that it's actually going to be 20% as the work is done. So if in fact there are no placements, there's no fee.
That's exactly what we're clarifying.
Right. Okay. So
by the way, that clarifying language is in all of your inboxes.
Okay. So I can. Do you know when that came? Because I did not see it.
As I sat back down. Sorry, John just sent it back to us. He's been working with her.
So it sounds like it's just something we want. I literally have not had time to look at this and would not want to vote on it before we actually look at the document.
Well, can I make a suggestion? Well, you're going to come back into session here in a little while. Into open session in a little bit, maybe later on tonight. But this is the clause that you guys asked for. I could go over it.
Right. So we're in open session right now.
I know, but you got to come back into open session after the executive.
Liz and Bill, I don't know, how do you feel about it? I mean, I've not seen it.
So I think the new language is the town shall provide a total grant award to the grant recipient in the amount of $60,000. The grant recipient shall be paid for the administration of said grant from said grant funds in the amount of 20% of the total amount of each grant scholarship and supportive services actually expended hereunder.
Is that the one that you just received in your inbox, Liz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not the latest?
1 second.
Before it said 20% of the total, I think.
Right, it did.
Yeah, analysis of each grant scholarship.
20% of the total amount of each grant / scholarship and supportive service.
Yep. Yep. So that was the change I had from you folks, and that's the change that's.
So do we know, is that paid when the funds are sent to a sober house, or when someone's approved for the to go in?
I believe our intent is to have her deduct 20% from the total amount made available to her each time she provides a grant or scholarship, each time she works on one. So it would be when she places somebody and spends money on that placement, she would take 20% of that of that amount for herself at that point.
So again, I mean, I think that's the intent. I would actually like to take more than 2 minutes to
Understood.
before we vote on a contract.
No problem at all. Yep, understood.
Bill, do you have,
I'm fine waiting. That's okay. Yeah, sure. Talk about a little more.
okay. Now, Art, I didn't mean to cut you off, but if that was the only issue you were addressing, I think we've just discussed it.
Yes.
And Susan and Liz, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, could you forward us a copy of that too, Tom?
Of course, yep.
Yeah, no, nothing else to add.
Yep.
Let me just see something here. Okay, do we have anything else on this one? Because
Nope.
I think all of us, I think I speak for the three of us, that we want to move forward. We're not looking for further delays, but we want to make sure it's done right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay. Liz, Bill, anything else on this?
No, I would agree with you. I mean, obviously we want to move forward with it, get it locked down, but we want to make sure it's done right. So it's something new. There's a lot of money involved, so we want to make sure we get all the language correct. I agree with you.
That's right.
Okay, so with that, we will then move to the next item on our agenda, which is executive session under Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A2, to conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel and/or to conduct contract negotiations with non-union personnel, Town Administrator Tom Mayo, Fire Chief Steve Murphy, and Police Chief David Jones. So before I entertain a motion to go into executive session under item 3 of the agenda, I hereby declare that discussion of this agenda item in an open session may have a detrimental effect on the negotiating position of the town. I will accept the motion.
I'll make a motion to enter executive session under Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21A2, to conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel and/or to conduct contract negotiations with non-union personnel, Town Administrator Tom Mayo, Fire Chief Steve Murphy, Police Chief David Jones. The board will reconvene in open session.
Is there a second?
Second,
Roll call vote. Bill,
Aye.
Liz,
aye.
and I am an aye as well. We'll go into executive session and we will reconvene in open session. We are now back from executive session in open session. And at this point, I'd like to announce our upcoming meeting schedule. The select board will be meeting this coming Thursday, July 11th at 7 p.m. After that, we will be meeting on July 16th, then July 30th, August 13th, and then August 27th will be our last meeting prior to Labor Day. And with that, I am prepared to take a motion. Oh, you know something I never announced at the beginning, that the members of the select board participating in tonight's meeting are Bill Ramsey, Liz Klein, and myself, Joe Fisher. So I've made that announcement now, and I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Roll call vote. Bill,
Aye.
Liz,
aye.
I am an aye as well. Arrivederci, Liz.
Good night. Thank you.
Take care.